Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Eastern North Carolina, most specifically the Blacklands. Here today with William Pence. I'm the FSR for the Blacklands. Along with me is Zach Webb, our technical agronomist. I want to do a couple, if you call them product spotlights today as we stand in this plot. We've had, Zach, I would call it a decent amount of stress this year. And as we look, we're trying to, key in on the products that are handling that better than most. And this is 6869. It's going to be a big volume product for us moving forward. We are on the split row here with one of our competitive products over here to my left, your right. Zach, let's talk about a few of the agronomic characteristics of what we're seeing out of 6869.
Yeah, William, 6869, we've looked at this thing for a couple of years now, been pretty impressed with what we've seen. Its best fit, I think, is going to be on that high production acre. But at the same time, it carries some pretty decent stress tolerance, especially when you keep it on that high production acre. And you can see here next to competitive hybrid here, a lot of tip back here in the competitive hybrid here. And I wouldn't say we've been under severe stress here, but we've had a little bit of stress. And here you see the 6869, very minimal tip back with it. Good girthy ear. I think you pulled one off there and counted at what, 18, 20 rounds there?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty impressive. The other thing we look at is standability. And even though 6869 is a tall hybrid, it stands up really well. And, we live in Eastern North Carolina where, we're always had the potential in the fall year to get a storm. Something come on, a nor'easter or hurricane, whatever it is. And so we want hybrids that are going to stand really good. And 6869 has really good standability, good grain quality, a good ear health. So overall, a really strong hybrid that we're looking forward to promoting next year really strongly.
Hey guys, so we've come in, look at a few products a little more closely now. Standing here against 6744, which is our largest volume product here in Eastern North Carolina. Huge volume product for us as a company. Many people have planted it for years. Brings a lot of good agronomic characteristics to the table. Good ear flex, super grain quality, high yield, and a really good disease package to boot along with that. So one of the questions we often get is, we bring out a product, we use it really good, and then we start to transition away from it. And, sometimes it's felt like that's done haphazardly, but it's not. And it's environments like this that we look at products that we want to bring new products along for agronomic characteristics that they bring to the table. And I think Zach's going to talk about what he's got, that he's standing in, and why we're looking at that product really hard.
Yeah, well, 6744 has been a standard for us for a long time. It's really the one to beat. And we're always looking for that hybrid that has that same kind of fit, that same kind of top end, that same kind of versatility to replace it with, or to companion with, or partner with it. And I think we've got one here. We've got a new hybrid we're looking at this year in our test box. Is 6794. This hybrid brings a lot of good things to the table that 6744 brings, but it also has some improvements. We're seeing much better standability out of 6794, and that's probably one of the hacks on 44. Some guys say it doesn't stand up as good as they like for it to stand up. 6794 is going to bring that good standability. It's got that good ear flex that we're seeing out of 6744, good grain quality. And I'm holding this ear here. It's got 18 rounds in it. We walked through and pulled quite a few years a while ago. We were finding a lot of 18s, finding some 20 rounds with good row counts on these ears as well. So really excited about what we're seeing in 6794. We just think it's going to be a great fit for us. It's going to be good to see this year when these plots are harvested, just how we compete with 6744. And looking on down the road, this thing may be the #1 hybrid in Dekalb bag pretty soon.
Looking at a hybrid that we introduced last year, 6357. For a lot of guys in Eastern North Carolina, it seems a little bit of a shorter season hybrid, 113 day. But this hybrid has really brought some really good things to the table for us from an agronomic standpoint. Drought and heat stress has really brought. I'm standing on the split road between it and 6520, which has been one of our stable products in that mid 115 day range. And so we're looking at that as a long-term replacement for it. But it brings a lot of good agronomic qualities with a little bit of a shorter season package for guys who want to plant some to get started even a little bit earlier than normal. As we look at Eastern North Carolina, we think about hurricanes oftentimes every year in the fall. So just something you ought to keep your eyes on. It looks really. So Zach, wrapping things up, good looking plot we got here today. We want to thank all of our customers and farmers who've been planting our product for years. Really wanting every guys to look and focus on that 6357, 6744, and 6869. Good stable hybrids that we feel are going to be our larger volume products moving forward, giving us that yield factor. but also that stress and disease tolerance that we cannot forget about. And so looking forward to a big fall out of this plot. Is there any other hybrids you want to talk about real quick?
Well, we always have several hybrids in our test plots. You got several out here, new hybrids in our test plots. But the one that really is jumping out, we mentioned a while ago, 6794. And we really focus on that one because it's versatility and its top end yield potential. It's just going to be a great fit here for the Carolinas. So we're looking forward to getting this thing in the field with growers next year and letting them experience those high yields and that good performance out of 6794.